During his visit to Abu Dhabi on Thursday, he pledged to strengthen US ties with the UAE, announcing deals worth over $200 billion and a new partnership to deepen cooperation in AI. Following a meeting with UAE President Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, the White House said that Etihad Airways has committed $14.5 billion to purchase 28 Boeing aircraft powered by GE Aerospace engines. The two nations also agreed to establish a US-UAE AI acceleration partnership, unveiling a new 5-gigawatt AI campus in the UAE, the largest outside of the United States of America. These agreements will expand the UAE's access to advanced American AI chips, easing previous restrictions linked to concerns over technology reaching China. Listen in.
And your wonderful brother came to Washington a few weeks ago, and he told us about your generous statement as to the $1.4 trillion, and all I could say is thank you very much. We will work very hard to deserve it. I have absolutely no doubt that the relationship will only get bigger and better. Your relationship and mine can't get better, so I can't say it's going to get better because it's at the highest level it can be.
All right, now that was Donald Trump in the UAE, but now let's take a look at Trump's tour of the entire Middle East over the past 3 days, highlighting the mega deals signed both in Saudi Arabia and Qatar ahead of that visit to UAE. Krishnakumar joins me this morning with this detailed report.
US President Donald Trump began his Middle East tour on the 13th of May, starting with his visit to Riyadh, the capital of Saudi Arabia. Welcomed by Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, Trump described their relationship as strong while praising the Crown Prince as wise. He was joined on this visit by many major US business and banking leaders, including billionaire Elon Musk and OpenAI CEO Sam Altman. Now, during the visit, Trump and the Crown Prince signed a major economic partnership agreement. The deal covers a wide range of sectors, including energy, mining, defense, infrastructure, and technology. According to a fact sheet released by the White House, Saudi Arabia committed to invest an enormous $600 billion in the United States of America. According to the officials, the investments are intended to improve U.S. energy security, bring back manufacturing jobs, and strengthen technological innovation. The White House described this as a quote-unquote new golden era in US-Saudi ties, saying that the deals would not only drive growth in the United States, but also support shared security and prosperity. Now, out of the $600 billion commitment, Saudi firm DataVolt pledged $20 billion to build AI data centers and energy infrastructure in the US. An additional $80 billion will be invested in technologies across both countries by major American companies, including Google, Oracle, Salesforce, AMD, and Uber. Now, these investments were announced alongside an investor conference in Riyadh, where 145 more deals were signed, valued at over $300 billion. US companies also secured over $2 billion worth of work on Saudi infrastructure projects, such as the King Salman International Airport and the Qiddiya City Entertainment Complex. Billionaire Elon Musk made a separate announcement during the visit, stating that Saudi Arabia had agreed to use his Starlink satellite internet services in its aviation and maritime industries. This move is expected to expand internet connectivity across key transportation sectors. Another major development was NVIDIA's deal to sell 18,000 artificial intelligence chips to Humain, a new Saudi-backed company launched just days earlier. Chaired by the Crown Prince, Humain will also collaborate with companies like Global AI, Cisco, and Amazon. The plan is to build an AI zone in Saudi Arabia, including new AI infrastructure, servers, and networks aimed at advancing AI training and development. US-based AMD also announced a $10 billion partnership to deliver AI chips and software for data centers in both Saudi Arabia and the United States. Moreover, in a major policy shift, Trump announced that the US would lift sanctions on Syria. On the second day of his tour, Trump met Syria's President Ahmed al-Shara in Saudi Arabia and said that the US was exploring the possibility of normalizing relations with Damascus. Turkey's President Recep Tayyip Erdogan also joined the meeting virtually. Now, Trump urged the Syrian government to consider normalizing relations with Israel, similar to how the UAE, Bahrain, and Morocco had done under the US-brokered Abraham Accords in 2020. Now, Trump's next stop was Qatar, where Qatar Airways signed a $200 billion deal with Boeing to buy 160 jets, which the Boeing CEO described as the largest jet order in the company's history. Another major deal was signed between Qatar-based Al Rabban Capital and US quantum firm Quantinuum, with a $1 billion investment pledged for quantum technology and workforce development in the US. Defense deals were also finalized between the US and Qatar. These included a $1 billion agreement with the Raytheon RTX for drone defense systems and a $2 billion deal with General Atomics for remotely piloted aircraft. At a state dinner hosted by the Qatari government, Indian billionaire Mukesh Ambani was also seen greeting both Donald Trump and the Qatari Emir. Remember, Saudi Arabia remains the largest buyer of US military equipment with active foreign military sales worth more than $129 billion. In 2024, US-Saudi Arabia bilateral trade had reached nearly $26 billion, with American exports slightly higher than the imports.